live. Hello. Good afternoon, Montreal. Good afternoon, Canada. We're live today. Today is Saturday, 1 o'clock. Um, to those who are new in this page, my name is Mirella Marte. I live here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I am originally from the Philippines. I am a mother of two, a wife, and a digital business owner. Today, I would like to welcome to you. Um, I have a guest. Her name is Mildred Quintia. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
everybody.
Good
Good
morning, good
morning, good
afternoon, good
afternoon, good
evening,
evening,
wherever you
wherever
are.
you are. Yes. To those who are watching us right now, please comment down below where you are watching from. And if you have a questions or you would like to ask anything about our digital business, you are welcome to comment down below and we will answer your questions. So thank you so much for watching. We have our viewer from Toronto. Hi, Gina. Thank you so much for watching.
Hi,
Hi,
Gina.
Gina. So we will go ahead to our first question. Who is Miss Mildred before starting the online business?
Okay,
Okay,
before I
before I
start
start
that,
that,
it's really
it's
a
really a
beautiful day
beautiful day
outside. It's
outside.
so
It's so
sunny
sunny
here in
here in
Toronto,
Toronto,
and it's
and it's
frigid cold
frigid
though. It's
cold
like
though. It's like
minus
minus
25.
25.
But
28
with the
with
wind
the
chill
wind chill
factor,
factor,
right? We know
yes, we
that,
know that,
especially here in
especially here in
Montreal.
Montreal. Yes.
But
But
it is
it
a
is
beautiful
a beautiful
day, blue
day and blue
skies, and I
skies,
hope
and I hope
everybody is
everybody
doing
is
well
doing
as
well
well,
as well,
right? Wherever
right?
you are in the
Wherever you are
world.
in the world.
Well, who
Well,
am
who
I?
am
Who
I?
was
Who
I?
was I?
I've had a
I've
lot
had
of
a lot of
different careers
careers
actually
actually
before I
before I
started
started
being
being
a
a
digital business
digital
owner.
business owner.
You know,
You know,
I
I
worked in
worked in
human
human
resources.
resources.
I worked in
I worked in
customer
customer
service.
service.
I worked in a
I worked in
call
a call
center.
center.
I was in
I was in
sales. I was
sales.
in
I was in
retail.
retail.
I had
I
so
had
many
so many
jobs,
jobs,
right?
right?
Especially
Especially
before coming
before
to
coming to
Canada,
Canada.
the
The
longest career
longest
I
career
had
I
there
had
was a
there
flight
was a flight
attendant.
attendant.
I was an
I was an
international flight
international flight
attendant
attendant
for
for
quite a while,
quite a
and I
while
traveled
and I
all over the
traveled all
world.
over the world.
So that
So
I am
that I
so
am so
thankful for
thankful for
because I
because I
love
love
adventure. I love to
adventure. I love to
travel.
travel.
So I
So
said,
I
what
said,
better way
what
to
better way
see
to
the
see
world
the
than to
world than to
become a
become
flight
a flight
attendant?
attendant? Yes.
Are you are you
Are
hearing
you hearing
an
an
echo or are
echo
you
or are
fine
you
there?
fine there? I'm okay. You have an
Okay,
echo? Okay.
I'm hearing
I'm hearing
an echo
an
from my
echo
end.
from my end. Oh yeah? Okay, let me try this one. And maybe it's
I
my
don't know if
I
the
don't know if the
watchers can
watchers and
the audience
the
can hear
audience can
that
hear that
too.
can to our viewers, can you tell us if you hear the echo? Thank you.
Is there an echo? Oh, now there's no echo.
No, there's
Perfect. What
no
did you
echo.
do?
I just put my headset. Probably my
There you
volume are
go. Yes, because
very
there was an
loud.
echo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mirella. So,
Thank
yes, I
you.
was an international flight attendant, and then coming to Canada, you have to start from scratch. Whatever
Exactly,
you were
that's true.
doing back home, wherever you're from, if you're an immigrant, you have to start from somewhere. But if you really
Yes.
want to, make something out of your life, you have to start
Mm.
from somewhere, and that's what I did until, my background is really it's social work.
Mm-hmm.
So until after that, I worked with a nonprofit organization doing. I was they call us an employment specialist. We were case
Oh, okay.
managers,
So
helping people
yeah,
find work.
grind works.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we would help them with their resumes. I would facilitate workshops on how to answer difficult interview questions,
Uh huh.
what employers are looking for, and all of that, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to the government doing the same as well. And so I
Mm.
love that. I love my job because I really love helping people.
Helping.
I'm passionate
Yeah.
about helping people succeed wherever they're from.
Mm-hmm.
Um, There's no limit to what people can do if they really want to do it.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes. So that was what I was doing before I came on board.
Mm, wow. I can't,
Mm-hmm.
helping people. It's really in this business, it's helping people. Yeah, it's,
Yes.
so
Yes.
it's really
Definitely.
you. You're the person who
Mm-hmm.
love helping. Yeah, that's
Yes.
good.
Yeah. And then, of
And
course, we
then,
knew what happened, right? The
yeah,
world changed in 2020.
exactly.
And
Yes.
that's when I started really thinking, okay, something's got to change here. Something
Mm-hmm.
is that, and especially we were aware because we were in touch with the employer. We knew what the employers were going through. A lot of businesses were shutting down. Our
Yeah.
clients were losing their jobs.
Uh-huh.
And I said it's only a matter of time when that will trickle down to us as
Mm-mm.
well. And it affected all areas, all levels of employment, right?
Employment,
Whether you're an
yes.
employer or an employee or a business
Yes.
owner, it affected
Yes.
everybody. It's still affecting
Everybody.
everybody right now.
Until,
Yeah.
yes, yes, it's
Mm-hmm.
true. And it's very sad that lots of company they're closing down, and then people who are working there, they has to find something else for their living. And then it wasn't easy to find a job. It's not
No,
easy. No, at
no.
this time
Mm-hmm.
it's difficult. But then
Yes,
there is some resource that you can go to school to do
yes.
this another type of job. But of course, who would like to go to school again and then find a job, right? So most often people they go find a job
Mm-hmm.
than going to
Mm-hmm.
school. They choose that. If you go to school, another expense. We all know that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And how many
Yeah.
years will it take you to recoup those expenses, right? If you go another
Exactly.
year or 2 years, the money that you spend in schooling, how many
Yes.
years would you think you would recoup that, right?
Oh,
Plus your
I
living
am
expenses.
yeah, I am under the the government thing, and
The second
I
career, they call it. Is it the
yeah.
second career?
I don't know what is that the second career. I'm not sure. It was at the station educator I took, and then but then because of what happened
Mm-hmm.
in our world is I have no choice to be stay home for my kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah. Yes.
yeah, so that's what happened. Okay, let's go turn to the next one. When did you realize that you needed change in your life?
Actually, even before the pandemic, I already knew. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I felt as though I was just like, it's like you are a hamster. You know, the hamster inside the cage.
Yeah,
You're going
yeah,
around in circle. God, this is how
like
I felt. It
non-stop.
really is how I felt. It's like I'm trying my best to get ahead, but I'm not getting ahead. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and being a single mom as well, it was
Yes,
very challenging for all the single parents out there. You would probably relate
yeah.
that for a single income, it is very challenging. You try your
Mm-hmm.
best. You're both the mother and the father of your child or your
Yes.
children, and there's so many challenges, right? So I felt I was a juggler, juggling 12 different tasks, right?
Oof.
I had to
Yes.
work, I had to provide food, I had to clean, I had to cook, I had to take care of my son,
Yes.
take to daycare and back. And it's like you're doing all these things, and I was taking care of the finances, everything. So it
Mm-hmm.
was really challenging. Even if I got better jobs,
Mm-hmm.
yes, maybe you get better pay, but you know how it is here in
Yes.
Canada or in North America. The higher your income, the higher your
Yeah, higher
tax bracket.
taxes.
So, my
Exactly,
dear
yes.
friends, we know that for those of you who are
Yes.
here, is it doesn't matter how much you earn, the government is going to
Mm-hmm.
claw back taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So where do we go? Where do we run? So it's like a
Yeah.
vicious cycle, right? So I said there must be something out there, because how come other people are, they're thriving, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They have found their breakthrough. I was still
Yes.
looking for my breakthrough. Said there has to be something, and I never quit. I never
Mm.
stopped looking. So I was looking for ways and means really to supplement my income and find
Yes.
another way to work smarter, not harder,
Not harder,
while
yeah.
keeping my job.
Uh-huh.
Something that I could do on the side that will not take me away from
Mm-hmm.
my son, right?
Yeah.
So what is it? What is it? Some people get second jobs or third jobs, but I said no, that's
Yes.
not for
That's
me because that
tiring.
means it will take you away. Yes, you're gonna
Yeah,
earn
to
more
the
money, but it's
time.
gonna take you away from your family. So I said there
Exactly.
has to be something there. So I tried different businesses, but yes, they were good for a while, but it wasn't really sustainable for me.
Mm-hmm.
Also became a licensed financial advisor. That helped me
Oh,
a lot too. I learned a lot, and I met some beautiful, wonderful people there. But I said, no, there has to be something else there that wasn't
mm-hmm.
really for me. And until I found this, when I saw it,
Uh-huh.
I knew already. And I was praying, have been praying, Lord, please help me, guide me. Where should I go? Because I'm tired of looking and looking, and you know, you're just trying to
Yes.
find the solution. And I
Mm-hmm.
finally found it. This was my answered prayer. This was it. So I'm so thankful to the Lord for giving this. And I met you. I met our
Yeah.
wonderful community. It is really a family. We're really a family here.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
not doing it alone, right?
Yeah.
We have
Not
all
doing
these
it
people, our
alone.
mentors, our coaches, and other
Right
people in
there.
the community from all over the world. So we're not just in
Exactly. Yeah.
Canada, we're not just in the US, we
Mm-hmm.
are global. And that
Yes.
is wonderful. I found my tribe.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
That's
I
true.
found my tribe. Yes.
Yeah, that is
Hmm.
true. Because at this time of point, yes, you will find another part time. Yes, you have a extra income, but your time is missing for your family. It's not.
Exactly.
Uh,
And I
I
feel
I
for you because you have younger children, right?
yes, yes.
My son is now 25. He's 25. But
Mm-hmm.
I when I look back, it's like I missed out on a lot of milestones, a lot of time that I should have spent with him
Yeah.
because I had to be at work. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to leave him with a babysitter or a daycare, right? You know that.
Yeah. That's
In
yeah.
North
That is.
America, we
Mm-hmm.
don't have our help here. We don't have our yaya, like back
Yes.
home we call the
Or
yaya.
or a
Oh,
family that close
for
beside
family
you.
because
Yeah.
everybody's working, right?
Mm.
So yes, I had to, and it's not cheap to have a babysitter or daycare.
Yeah.
So when you really look
Yes.
at it, for your finances, so what's the point of working when I'm only paying it to pay the babysitter?
Exactly. It's
Right?
true.
So
Yeah.
I'm just so thankful that this is here, especially for the young parents, right? Young
Parents.
parents with
Yes.
young kids. So this will
Mm-hmm.
really enable you to spend more time, more quality time with your
Yes.
families. And at the same
Yes.
time, help provide for them, right? It's a
Mm-hmm.
win-win.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It
It's
also
true
enriches
because
our lives.
yes, because
Yeah.
it wasn't easy to a young family like us.
Hmm.
My husband is fine for me to not working, but because he, if he look at it to the financing, it's like
Hmm.
I'm working only for the daycare of my boys,
Exactly.
so it's like you're wasting your time working because your money we're just paying for the daycare. So what's
Exactly.
the purpose of that,
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I before I didn't realize that. It was like for me I need a job because I need to pay taxes, because I need to help my family, stuff like that. But I didn't realize that, oh, it's true. That's why I
Yep.
decided to go to school and maybe I can find a better pay, but
Yes, yes.
because of what happened, I can still go.
Exactly.
But I
It's really
am
a vicious
happy.
cycle, right? So I'm
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
glad really that this came on board because we got out of that vicious cycle, right?
Yes,
So It's really an
Yes.
answered
It's like
prayer.
you're just gonna go to sleep, wake up, go to work, and then the same again the next day.
Yes.
That's
Or some
that's the
families,
life.
what they do is the mother works during the day
Mm-hmm.
and the father is at home.
Father would.
When the mother comes back, the father
Then
goes
the
out
father.
to work, right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah, yeah,
somebody is with
yeah.
the kids at all times, but they don't have
Yes.
quality time anymore. It's
No.
compromised,
Exactly. Yeah.
right? So I
It.
know my
Mm-hmm.
heart bleeds out for them, really. My heart bleeds out. And especially as a social worker at my job, I really saw
Mm-hmm.
this, right? I said there
Yes.
must be something out there to really help the families, right? And
Mm-hmm.
these are hardworking families. They really
Yes.
want to have a better life for their children,
Children.
to provide for them, provide a better
Yes.
future, and at the same time
Yes.
spend quality time, live life,
Exactly.
because we
Yeah.
don't know, we're here today, we don't know what happens the next time, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes.
That is very true. Uh, that is one of my complaints because I remember when I was a kid, I have a spend a quality time with my both parents when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I have a kids, I want to do the same thing, right?
That's
But
right.
we cannot do it because my husband he works sometimes a more than 40 hours because of his
Mm-hmm.
job,
Mm-hmm.
the type of
Yeah.
job he have.
Mm-hmm.
So and sometimes he has to go away. So the
Mm-hmm.
quality time when he gets home, he's tired, so we don't have really a quality time for the
That's
children. So
right. Yes. Yes.
and I am happy that I be able to be staying home for my kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing too, Mirella, is
Mm-hmm.
we know, especially for a lot of immigrants here, some of
Yeah.
them are here, but their families are not here, right?
Exact.
So
Mm-hmm.
they're separated from their families. They're back home because they're trying
Yeah.
to find a better way
Right.
of living and provide for them. So it
Yes.
really puts
Yes.
a lot of stress on those relationships, on the marriage as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Yes, that's true.
Families breaking down and things like
Mm-hmm.
that, the breaking down of the family unit. So all this, a family compromises a community, the
Yeah.
government, right?
Yeah.
So we really have to take care of the families,
Mm-hmm.
because
That
if the families
yes.
are taken care of, then it becomes a stronger community, a better
Mm-hmm.
government, a better country, a
Yeah.
better world, right? So we have to
Yes.
start at the core. How can
Mm-hmm.
we help hardworking families have a better life for themselves and
Yeah.
their children, a better
Mm-hmm.
future? So we have a
Yes.
lot of the people that leave the Philippines and go to abroad,
To
go
abroad.
to
Yeah.
Dubai, Qatar,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
all over the world, right?
Yeah.
So how can we help them?
Yes, and it's it. Those situations are very like difficult to be separated, and you're not
Mm-hmm.
sure that you will still have a family going back when you go
Mm-hmm.
back. You know,
That's
and
right.
not all the those people who are leaving their family is having a success for the family. Some
Mm-hmm.
are completely broken when they get
That's right.
back,
Yes.
and that is
I feel
very
for that.
sad.
My
Yeah.
heart feels for that. Yes. We know that very
Yes.
well.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And especially in the field of social work, we see that all the time,
Yeah.
because when families really are, when they're down to the last, that's
Mm-hmm.
where they go. We're just so
Mm-hmm.
thankful that we're in Canada, that
Yeah.
there is help from the government, right, to help.
Mm-hmm.
But in other countries, they don't have that. In the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines,
Yes.
the government doesn't help. You're on
Mm-hmm.
your own. We're just
Yeah.
so blessed here that there is a safety net. There's
Mm-hmm.
a safety net. But really, here in Canada, we have that. In the Philippines, we don't have that. You're left on
Mm-hmm.
your own. If you lose your
Yes.
job,
Yes.
I don't know, whatever little, if there's money that government can help
Mm-hmm.
you, but really, you have to fend for yourself.
Yeah. Only the retirement you will have, but you're not gonna retire early in the Philippines, right?
Exactly. That's another story, because
but
really,
but
when you look
honestly,
at it,
even
yes.
here, right? I met somebody that at the age of 70 something, she's still working and she have these crutches walking in the weather of a snowstorm. And she said, I'm going to my part-time. I said, I feel bad for you because you will have to go to part-time in this kind of weather, you know. So
I know.
everywhere you go, we have those difficulties of how to retire early. So
Yes, because we know that.
yeah.
I did the I did the math.
Mhm.
I said, "Oh my gosh." And oh, another thing too, because if you're a single parent, whether you're
Yeah.
the father or the mother,
Mhm.
you're earning not even enough
Mhm.
just for the
Oh
basic
yes.
necessities, right? So
Yeah.
then that means you don't have anything for savings. No savings.
Mhm.
How can you save if you're earning only so much? No no extra income for savings, right?
Mhm.
So how can you retire early? So when I looked at that, I said, no, I really have to like
Find.
accelerate my search and my prayers for a solution because I can't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll have to work forever. You know?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I want, and retirement is really our longest vacation, right?
Mhm.
You want to be able to enjoy, but the
Enjoy
reality
life.
is to have to enjoy life and provide your for your family.
Uh huh.
You have to have the finances to do so. Even the basic
Exactly.
necessities. We don't,
Mhm.
we already know for a fact that the groceries, everything went up in price.
Mhm.
The inflation
Yes.
rate is moving in a
I.
so much higher pace than the rate that we're getting if you're still working, the rate of increase in pay. We know that.
Mhm.
It doesn't keep up
Yes.
with inflation. So you
Yeah.
have to really think, you have to be proactive and
Mhm.
know your finances. Learn more about it because information is power.
Mhm.
If you learn something, that's great, but you have to put it into practice. So
Yeah.
I learned all of this being a financial advisor as well, and reading books and going to the bank and all that. So you learn all this. So you have
Mhm.
to be equipped to know
Yes.
so that you can decide what you have to do. You can
Yeah.
make better decisions. So
Right.
really, I had to accelerate this and find out. I have to find a way because I won't be able to afford to retire because the
Mhm.
pension that we get here in Canada, we're in Canada, or even in the US, is probably not enough to sustain your living expenses, right?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
more if you're healthy right now? What
Uh
more if,
huh.
God forbid, you get sick?
Sick. Yes.
That's
Oh.
another expense. So, those are the realities of life, really, that we
Mhm.
have to prepare for. We
Yes.
have to be
That's
prepared for
true.
that. And what better way to start than now? It's never
Yeah.
too late to start.
Mhm.
Once you
Right.
realize that that is what you need to do, then you have to do something about it,
Mhm.
whatever it is that you find a solution for. For me,
Mhm.
this was my solution,
Yeah.
the best solution.
I have the another question. So, how did you
Yes.
find that this online business and how it was like for you and what is your first reaction?
Oh my gosh. As I said, I was looking already for a long time. I tried
Mhm.
other businesses, the
Mhm.
businesses out there, they're health products, health and wellness
Yes.
products,
Yes.
and, other things, right? And I tried that. I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't do this." You have to deal with inventory. You have to
Exactly.
deal with selling to people one
Oh
product
yeah.
at a time.
Uh-huh.
It came to a point that when with this one business, I had a little storeroom. It was all filled with all those products. I have no
Mm.
time. I have no time to sell those. And I don't want to
Yeah.
bug my family and friends to sell that. And
Yes.
secondly, if you do sell it, how much commission do you get really? A
Exactly.
dollar,
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
dollars, $3?
Yes.
It's it's not really
It's not.
worth your
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
That's
didn't have
true.
time. I ended up
That's.
just giving them away. Give them away.
Oh yeah,
So my
yeah.
families and friends, they were all so blessed, right? Because I don't have time. I said, no, there has to be something better than this. But this
Yeah.
is life, right? You gotta try. There is a
Mm-hmm.
risk. There's always a risk in
Yes.
anything.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you gotta try. That is if you really want to have a better life. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're comfortable with where you are, then that's
Yeah.
fine. But
Yeah.
for me, I wasn't. And I had I knew that I had to take care of my son. Was responsible for my son
Mm-hmm.
and for our household. So I had to find ways and means.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a risk in everything. So I had
Yeah,
to try
everything.
something. If you find out it's not for you, okay, that's fine. At least you
Yeah.
know that's not for you. I move
Yeah.
on to the next. I never
Mm-hmm.
gave up. I kept on looking until my very good friend and neighbor,
Uh,
actually, Godette. You know Godette.
yes,
Yes.
yes, I do.
We're like sisters from another mother, right?
Oh, that's
So we
nice.
were all in this together. So I said, Godette, no, we gotta find something. Until she
Mm-hmm.
found this couple from Alberta.
Ah,
And she said,
okay.
Mildred, I found it. What? What did you find? So she told me about it. I said, no, this is it. Because honestly, I
Mm-hmm.
saw some of the people already online. But for somebody like me who wasn't really, well, number one, I'm not really tech savvy. Number
Mm-mm.
two, we know that a lot of things are not really, um, how would I say, legitimate
Yeah. Yeah.
online, right? So I was very careful and I did not trust, like, I don't know these people. I didn't know if, honestly, I was thinking, are they for real or are they just being paid actors
Uh-huh.
to do
Yeah.
this? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know anybody, right? Until when Godette found this couple
The,
from Alberta,
mm-hmm.
Dave and Roxanne,
Yes. Yes, I
and,
do.
she knows them. I said, okay, this is it. This is my answered prayer.
She knows in personal life.
Personal life from back home in the
Ah,
Philippines. They were
wow,
neighbors.
wow.
They were neighbors. So because of that
Okay.
connection, I said, no, this is it. This is
Yeah.
already a clear answer to my prayers. I
So
did
you
not wait
didn't
any
take a
longer.
second
Oh,
thought.
no,
No.
no. Because I've been praying, right? Said, Lord, please
Uh-huh.
lead me to the right answer, right?
Oh,
The right
wow. That's
solution to my
amazing.
situation. I did not wait any longer. I said, okay, what is it? Okay, tell me. Okay, what do I have to do? Okay, let's do this. I didn't wait anymore. I just did
Wow.
it because I
Okay.
trusted them.
Yeah, yeah.
I trusted them. I knew this was legitimate
Mm-hmm.
because, if they're friends, right? They will not
Yes.
do something that's a scam because
Yeah.
your family's reputation is at stake. So we
Exactly.
know that.
Yes.
I will
Mm-hmm.
not put my face out here if I knew what we were doing was a scam. I
Exactly.
cannot do
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
out of respect,
And
for
imagine you're from the government working, and then now you work full
exactly,
time of a digital business.
exactly. So the
Yeah.
government is going to go after me. They know where I live, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yes. So that was it for me. So it was a blessing, right? It's
Uh-huh.
really a blessing. And I cannot, I never look back. And
Mm-hmm.
this is it. This is the answer. Yeah.
That's good. So,
Yeah.
here's another question.
Okay. Let's do that.
What are the challenges that you went through and how you didn't give up?
Okay. Number one, as I said,
Mm-hmm.
I am not tech savvy.
Yeah.
Like I know my job that
Uh-huh.
I had to do at work
Mm-hmm.
enough on the computer. But all
Yes.
these other things on social media, I wasn't really tech savvy. Yes, I knew some, but all the intricacies, I didn't. But I was willing to give it a try. I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not tech savvy, but I will learn it. Because if other people said they learned it, then I
Yeah,
will too.
that's
Yes, so I
true.
believe in that this system, the proven system that we have, will really
Mm-hmm.
help anybody. I didn't have
Yes.
any experience in the online space, in the online world.
Mm-hmm.
What more with technology, right?
Yeah.
But with the training that we have, with the step by step training that we have, it really helps
Yes.
me go move forward.
Yeah.
And it's actually very exciting. It is very
Mm-hmm.
exciting because you learn something every day. So, what does that do?
Yes.
It keeps your mind active,
Yeah.
especially this past 2 years that we have been locked down. So even if
Mm-hmm.
you're at home, you feel you're not alone, right? Because we
Yeah.
connect with people online. Everything is going
Mm-hmm.
online nowadays.
Exactly.
Everything.
Yes, that is true.
If you're not
Uh,
online, if your business is not online, then you don't have a business.
yeah.
No. You're
Honestly,
able,
yeah, I'm
you can
sorry.
only reach very minimal. Only the people around you, maybe, I don't know, 10-kilometer radius, 20-kilometer radius, 50, 100-kilometer radius. For in the
Yes.
online space, you don't have to worry about that because it is global,
Internet. Yeah.
24/7.
Uh-huh.
So, oh my gosh, what more? I don't know anymore. It's like, this is it. This is really the answer. Because I've
Yeah.
tried everything. I've tried working in all areas of levels of work, right?
Yes.
And so this
Yes.
is really for me the best
Mm-hmm.
solution. And it
Yeah.
is the lowest point of entry to getting your own business.
Yeah.
And why is that?
And
Because yes, you can have a business. You can have a brick and mortar service, brick and
mm-hmm.
mortar business, which we know is
Yeah.
also challenging. But the amount of investment that you need to put in initially is a big
Mm-hmm.
amount of money.
Yes.
Do you have
Yes.
quarter of $1 million? Do you have half
Uh-huh.
$1 million? $1 million? If you want to get a franchise for Jollibee, I
Oh
don't know how much
yeah.
it is right now, but I
It's
know
a
it's
lot.
not cheap. It's
Yes.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Or
And
Jollibee, or McDonald's, or
and
Tim Hortons.
even let's say you have that in this kind of situation, do you think you're gonna wanna purchase a franchisor?
It is
I
a big
don't.
risk.
Yeah,
No,
I don't. I don't.
it's too
Cause
risky.
yes, and honestly, right now in this situation,
Mhm.
a lot of stores in downtown are closed.
Yes, even
Yeah.
here. Listen, even in our community, I know of some people that came up with a business like a food business, right? Because it's easy, you
Yes,
cook,
yes.
but
Yeah.
then you have to find a cook, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to find a space to do that.
Yes.
So I think they invested initially like $60,000 or $70,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a big amount of money,
Yes,
right?
yes.
They only were open for I think 6 months or less. They
Mm-hmm.
had to shut down. So
Ouch.
they did not get a single dollar back. In fact,
That.
they owed more.
Ay, ay,
That's
ay.
painful.
Oh,
It's down the
yes.
drain.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, it is in practicality's sake,
Mm-hmm.
this is really the answer for me.
Yeah, yeah. Because the tradition business,
Traditional business. Yeah,
yeah, the traditional business is now going online too. No more,
exactly.
because they has to close their stores. So
Yeah.
now, and online, yeah, they will ask people for the
Hmm.
giveaways, and then that
Hmm.
is why people in their social media tag here and tag there, giveaway here, giveaway there. But to the other people's is like, okay, like I get tagged sometimes, but to me it's like, what am I making in that?
Exactly.
Nothing.
You really
So
have to think of it because the
uh,
overhead expenses is too much. Then how
yeah,
much money do you make?
yeah.
Example, if you have a pizza
Mm-hmm.
shop or a dry cleaner, like,
Yes.
it's so much to set it up, right? You have to set up everything in the
Yeah.
store, and then you
Yes.
you sell the pizza, but
Mm-hmm.
there's so much competition in pizza. How
Oh
much
yeah.
money do you get for each pizza?
Exactly.
You
Yes.
have to hire
You.
people, and plus you're exposed to the virus wherever you go out, right? So there's too much. It's just no, I don't want to
Exact.
be able to, there's too many risks in that, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as I said again, disclaimer, if that is what you have been doing and you have been successful, then
And you're
really that's
enjoying
great.
it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, right?
Yeah.
But if you're really looking for something and you still haven't found it, you
Mm-hmm.
know, give this a try. Find out, maybe this is
Yes.
the answer. Just be open
Yes.
about it. And I
Yes.
have been open from the beginning. I always had an
Mm.
open mind. I would listen to it.
Yeah.
And then after looking at everything, then I would re-evaluate it after I have
Mm-hmm.
all the facts. And then
That's
sometimes
true.
you make a mistake. Well, that is life. We make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah.
perfect. We
Yeah.
make mistakes.
And
Sometimes we make the wrong decision, but that's
yes.
okay. Stand up again
Mm.
and then move on and try to have
Exactly.
a better life, because
That's
you cannot
true.
just give up and
Yes.
stay stuck in a place where you're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people go through life every day. They hate waking up because they hate going to their jobs.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I don't
Waking
want to do
very
that. I want to love what I do, right?
yeah, yeah.
And when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work.
Mhm.
You enjoy it, and people around you can
Yes.
see it and can feel
Mhm.
it. You have to be true to yourself. You have to
Yes.
be true to who you
It
are.
yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
All the time.
right?
And
So that's it. I
yeah.
wasn't tech savvy, and I really don't know the online space, right?
Uh-huh.
I
But
had a
what
lot
is
to
good,
learn.
what is nice to our training is a video base. So it's really
Exactly.
easy. You don't have to read it, like sit down and read
Yes.
sentence by sentence. It's you just
Yes.
has to follow the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even if you don't have previous experience, or
Mm-hmm.
even if you're not a high school graduate, like we have people
Yeah.
here who haven't even graduated from high school or
Yes.
doesn't have an education, it's not education, it's not intelligence that makes one
Mm-hmm.
successful. It's
Mm-hmm.
mindset. Your
Yes.
mindset is key.
Yeah.
Becomes, your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Hi,
Antoinette.
Antoinette from
Hi.
Montreal. Thank you for
Yes.
watching.
Hi,
That
Antoinette.
that
Right? There's
is
so
true.
many there's so many aspects to this business, really. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to think. It's really mindset, because if you look at the stories of all the successful people, Forbes, I love reading that because it's like a Cinderella story.
Uh-huh.
It's Cinderella stories from rags to riches. How did
Yeah.
they overcome all their adversities, all
Mm-hmm.
the challenges,
Yeah.
and get successful, get on top of what they want to do? It
Yes.
wasn't education, it wasn't intelligence, it's mindset,
Mindset.
right?
Yeah.
It really is mindset. Yeah. They're
Mm-hmm.
calling me now. Where is it? Where is it? I said, we'll send you the link. I said, I said, I'll call
so,
you later. Yeah.
so yeah, it is a mindset and your persistence and you were like love what you love like what you're doing and yeah. I know
Exactly.
even if you are in the traditional businesses, there is always a bump there. But if you stop, then of course your business is not gonna grow. So it's the same thing here in the digital business. But of course, we are very persistent. We have the mindset that if they do it, if they can do it, we can do it too. And
Mm-hmm.
you guys watching right now, you can do this too. Just have a check. Yeah. Okay, I have something here, a video to show. And tell us more. How do you feel? How do you feel? There you go.
Count it down. Now let's do a boss free scream. Three, two, one.
I'm boss.
Yeah. So how is it? How did you feel it? It was so like
That was
what?
great. I
Yeah.
love the interview. I love Katrina, Coach Katrina.
Yeah.
And,
Me too.
it's surreal. It really is. I have to pinch myself. Is this for real? Am I
You're
really
retiring
able to
early.
retire earlier
Yeah.
and be boss free?
Mhm.
Because even at my job, there's a lot of people there that are still working at, like, way past retirement age, right? I don't want to do
Yeah.
that. I don't
Mhm.
want to do that. There's more to life than just working, working, working. I want to be free to do the things that I want to do. I want to be free to go on vacation when I want to, not to have to
Yeah.
file for vacation. And because with us, it's seniority. You will
Mhm.
only get a approved for vacation if you're senior enough, like how many years you've been with the
Oh.
company or the organization.
Like 10 years like that.
Yeah,
5
it
years to
depends.
10 years.
Because some people have been there 20 years, 25 years. I've just been there for like 10, 11 years, right?
That's good.
So, of course, if prime time vacation is, of course, spring and summer and
Mhm.
Christmas.
Mhm.
So, most people want to go on vacation. So, if that's already full and you're not in line there, then you can't go on vacation. You can go on vacation only
Oh.
when they dictate when, and when it is, you know, feasible for you because of the workload,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's very busy, no, you can't go on vacation. If it's busy season, right? Peak
Okay.
season in whether it's retail or whether you are in finance or in the
Mm-hmm.
government, right? There's certain times of the year that you cannot
Oh.
go because it's busy. So they
Okay.
dictate your life. I've been working for a
Mm-hmm.
while and I said, no, enough of this. I want to
It's
live life on my own terms because you
yeah.
can. Is it easy?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Is it worth it? Definitely. Because if you want to do something, then you have to work hard for it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Rather than what is the other alternative? Stay stuck someplace where you don't like and you're
Yeah.
not happy with your life.
Uh-huh.
You know, all of us, Mirella, each one of us
Yeah.
have been given by God the abilities, gifts. He has given us a
Mm-hmm.
lot of gifts and abilities. And a lot of
Yeah.
times they
Mm-hmm.
lay dormant because we're not able to tap into that because we're stuck in a job where, okay, you do this, you do that. So I felt I was a lot of jobs you feel like a robot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes.
so in my case, I didn't want to do that anymore, right? I wanted to do something else.
You will wish that this business you found it very early than that.
I wish, right? But this
Uh,
business is still young. It's only 5 years old. So,
uh-huh. Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, can you imagine these people who've been there? Like, they're earning much more than the CEOs of a lot of companies that we know,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've been
Yeah.
working for what, 20 years, 25 years? These people have only been there for 5 years, 5, 4, 3, and they're
Mm-hmm.
already earning so much more. It
Yeah.
is possible.
It
It is
is.
possible. So, you know, I believed it right away. If they can do it, we can do it too. We just
Yeah.
have to follow the system.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
for
Yes.
me, I had enough, I knew I had to equip myself with
Mm-hmm.
the knowledge, with the facts, and then I can make an informed decision.
Yeah.
This time I said, no, this is it. I don't want to, I don't want to keep on looking. It's tiring, to
Yeah.
keep on looking for
Yeah, it
something.
is. It is
Yes.
because it happens to me when I started to have a children, a first baby.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to okay, I don't want to be sitting here in the house just taking care of the children. I want
Yes.
to earn something too.
That's
So I
right.
decided
Yeah.
I decided to sell some bags, the quality bags, stuff like that. Oh my God, I wasted so much of my time dealing with
That's
the one
right.
person, and suddenly, oh, I'm not buying. Like, are you serious now?
Yeah. So you have to give them a refund or something like that, right?
Yeah, so it's like, it's too much, you're wasting so much time for that. Yeah.
So
And
yes, there's so many benefits to doing this really because number one, our personal growth. We are
yeah.
growing. We're learning something new every day. We are
Mm-hmm.
becoming better people, better parents,
Yeah.
being, better human beings, and also the ability to help others because we're not just doing this for ourselves. We
Yes.
can empower others to do the same if they're willing to do so, right?
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
this because we don't run after people. We don't have to sell. We don't have to recruit. They come to
Yes. Oh, I
us.
love that.
Amen to that, Antoinette. Yes, amen to
Yes,
that. This is
yes,
the best.
yes.
It really is
That's
because
true.
I'm not bugging people. They come to me, and if they want it,
Yeah.
fine. If they don't, then you have to find out for yourself and do what
Mm-hmm.
works best for you, right?
Exactly.
And I
Yes.
remember when my son was still a baby, I had to stay home and I had to do
Mm-hmm.
something. So, you're selling bags. I
Yeah.
had a friend who made t-shirts, right? I said, okay, okay,
T-shirts.
let me, I was selling t-shirts. Beautiful shirts though. But how much do you get? $1 a shirt?
Ah,
Maybe
yes,
$2 a
yes.
shirt. And then look at the time, the effort, right?
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
you spend
Yes.
there. It
That's
wasn't really worth it. I mean, yes, it's something that you can do, but it's the income that's coming in. Is it worth your time and your effort?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it happens to me too when the starting of the pandemic. So the boys are online class, and then I have to stay home for them to help them with their class. But
yeah.
so I decided to make the mask. So the time consuming there is I have to go out, buy the fabric, and then I have to do some patterns, and then I have to cut them by myself, and then I have to sew them. So I go to sleep very late at 3 o'clock in the morning just to finish the orders. And then suddenly, your clients is like, how come you're selling it $10? I can buy in a store for $5 for $10. Like,
Oh my gosh,
okay.
true.
Okay, but you have this client does have no idea how difficulty what time, how much I put into that, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like
I
that.
know, I know.
So I was so happy when I found this business that I don't have to tell people, uh, oh, this is what our business, this and that, because everything is there in the webinar. It's gonna explain it to our client, to our business partner.
This really is a win-win. Can you imagine
Yeah.
that? Win-win. It is amazing how, they're now, really helping their families, able to pay their mortgage, help their
Yes.
families back home, build a
Yeah.
home for their parents, which, if they stayed in their traditional jobs, will take them another 10 years probably, or 20 years to be able to do that. That is the
Mhm.
reality. But here, it is accelerated. And why is that? Because of the simple fact that we're online. And we know that. Look at Amazon online. Look at Alibaba. You know
Mhm.
Alibaba? The Chinese billionaire.
I
And
don't
that's
see
why,
that anymore. Because before, I always see it. Now, I don't see it anymore.
mm, but they made it big because it's online, right? It's
Yeah.
online.
Yes.
So it is really
No
the way to go,
store. It's
right?
just online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just have to adapt. The thing is, we have to
Yes.
adapt. If you're willing to
Exactly.
adapt to a new way of earning money, if you're
Mhm.
open to that concept, then
Mhm.
this may be for you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for me, I always kept an open mind and trying to see, okay, if other people can do it, maybe I can do it too, right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
one is never too young to lead
Mhm.
or too
Yeah.
old to start something new,
That's yeah.
too old to learn. No one is too old to learn and start something anew, right?
Mm-hmm.
Change. Because if we never change, then we get stuck. And after we get stuck, we start deteriorating. I don't want to deteriorate. You want to live your best life to the life
Yes.
that God intended you to have. God wants us to
Yes.
have an abundant life in all areas of our life, right? All
Mm-hmm.
areas, whether our family, our career, our ministry. And
Yeah.
because whatever you have, then you're able to share with other people. You become a channel
Yes.
of blessing to other people as well, and
Mm-hmm.
especially for those people who cannot help themselves. Because if you don't have anything, how can you share what you don't have? Really,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
it's it's
Mm-hmm.
it's a no-brainer, right? How can you share
Yeah.
that? And that is the reality. And the more we have, the more we can share.
Uh-huh.
And so the more
That's
people are
true.
blessed,
Yeah.
right? So it really is a win-win. We can stay here forever.
Yes, yes.
Right,
Okay.
Mirella?
Yes. I really love this business. I enjoy what I'm doing.
Hmm.
I like meeting people like you. I met you in one challenge of the community, and we
Exactly.
become together with that. Yeah,
Yes.
it's just online, yes, but we had the time to
Yes.
talk to we had so much time to become friends. So
Definitely. And why is this? Look, it's not just, and in this business it is so inclusive. It doesn't matter where you're from. It
yeah.
doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter
Yes.
your age. Doesn't matter if you are a stay-at-home mom or a nurse,
Mm-hmm.
or you
Yeah.
work in a warehouse, or you
Mm-hmm.
are a financial advisor, an accountant, or a driver, or a retail works in retail. If you're an
Yes.
engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, because we have
Mm-hmm.
everybody in our community doing that.
That's
So
true.
why do you
That's
think they're
true.
doing that? Yes, the nurses, the engineers, right? The
Yeah.
lawyers, the doctors, they earn a lot of money. But why is
Yes.
it? Maybe there's something there. Yes, they
Mm-hmm.
earn a lot of money, but then
They don't.
when they come home,
Ma-
they're
it's
exhausted.
yeah.
They don't have time for their family. So what is the point of really working when the point of you working is to provide for your family, but you cannot
Mm-hmm.
even enjoy your family time because
Yeah.
you're always at work or you're exhausted by the time you come home.
Mm-hmm.
So you're missing out on family. And
A
that's
lot.
why they realized
Yeah.
that, right? They had
Yeah.
to reevaluate their lives. What's happening in the world? In the past 2 years, people started reevaluating their lives because of
Yes.
this pandemic. This is the reality. I've been
Mm-mm.
working, like these people are probably thinking, I'm making a lot of money, but really, in the end, but I don't even know my kids anymore. They're grown up. I
That's
miss their
that is
birthdays.
true. It's
I miss
sad. Yeah.
vacation time. So what
Mm-hmm.
is the point? Or they have to go abroad to earn money and can only come home once a year or
Mm-hmm.
once every 2 years.
Yeah.
And then things happen, you know.
It's
So what
not
is
the
the
same
point?
anymore. Yeah.
People are reevaluating their lives. They want to live authentic lives. They want to live lives that they are really grateful for, that they can spend time with the people that they love,
They
that
love.
they care for,
Yes.
and give back to your ministry or help your community.
Mm-hmm.
Be active in whatever it is you want to do because
Yeah.
this will enable you to do all those things. But if you're
Yes.
stuck at your work, that's all the only thing you do, then
Yeah.
you're limited in what you can do.
Uh,
Right, Mirella? Like,
nothing.
this is
Nothing you
it.
can
This is the
do.
answer.
It's gonna be running again the same thing the next day
That's right.
until yeah.
Yes, it's a vicious cycle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know already people have been losing their jobs and then they try for another job and then they lose
Mm-hmm.
it again. They try for another job. So there's no stability.
Mm-mm.
Yes, you can work as I did
Yeah.
when I found this job. I was still working, but I was already building this on the side. So
Mm-hmm.
6 months into doing this business, I was able to quit my job and be boss
Yes.
free,
Yes.
retire early because I
uh-huh.
knew that it could sustain me and my
Yes.
family.
See, it's possible. It's
It is
possible
possible.
to quit your job early. It's possible for
Yes.
you as a stay-at-home mom can
Mhm.
earn in this business. It's possible. Everything
Yes.
here is just possible. You can build
Amen.
the dream that you want for your family. Any projects that you want for the future can be building in this business.
Yes, you can. You can do
Yeah.
it. And really, I can't say enough of it because now it's like I don't feel I know that there's a lot of people. We see them everywhere, right? They're retired,
Mm-hmm.
but they still have to work. And I
Yeah.
see them. They have to work as a greeter in Walmart, or they don't have the funds to go away, so they're just hanging out in a Tim Hortons shop, in a coffee shop. They're with their buddies. And what's the point of life if you can't enjoy it after you retire because you don't have the means to travel or visit
Yeah.
your family or do things that you love?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you travel, or even if you go out of town, you need money really to pay if
Oh
you stay in a
yes.
cabin. Even if you stay in a cabin, even if you go in the summertime, go camping, right?
You
It
still need
really takes
money.
money. You need to have
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
But if you're tight in your budget, how can you even give your kids that the experience of camping, of going to the campgrounds or going
Mm-hmm.
to going out to the ocean, going up in the
Yeah.
mountains, even simple things like that take money, right? Or if you
Yes.
don't have a car, how
Yes.
can you go? Really? For
Yeah,
practicality's
that
sake,
is
right?
very true. Yeah, yeah. It's
Yes,
always have a money. The money that's to move you or go along with anything you wanna do in the life in your life.
exactly. So, Morella, really, this one, it is not a get rich quick scheme.
Oh
You got to
no,
work at
this
it.
is not. No.
It's not like it's, you got to treat it as a career, but it's going
Yes.
to move you faster than after your career, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because after
Mm-hmm.
you go to, for example, you go to university, that's 4 years.
Yeah.
You probably spend what, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 for that. Then after
Exactly.
that, you
Yeah.
look for a job. We
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of times people that went to university or to college are not working in that field right now
Mm-hmm.
because there's no jobs in their field. So they are
Yes.
underemployed. So that means they're not
Mm-hmm.
working in
Working.
their field of work and they're
Mm-hmm.
not earning as they should be because there's
Yeah.
no jobs. So how long do you think will they be able to pay their student loans? Even doctors, lawyers, engineers,
Oh my God.
forever, right?
Forever. Yeah.
Student
Forever. Ay,
loans.
ay, ay.
That's why people are in debt. And we know the
Yeah.
debt ratio here in Canada
It's
is
a
so
lot.
high. More
Yeah.
and more people are getting into debt. So how? It's
Yeah.
like you're like trying to tread
Uh,
water, not
you're
to
trying to get
put
out
your head
your
above
head
water
above the water.
and not
Yeah.
to drown in debt. So I hate that feeling. But you can do something about it. There is hope. But you
Mm-hmm.
have to start
That's
somewhere.
true.
You have to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
It is simple. It's not easy. It's simple enough that anybody can do. You just have
Can
to have the
start it.
determination,
Yeah.
the discipline, really. You
Yes.
can have the mindset, but if you don't have the discipline to go through with it,
Yeah.
then nothing's going to happen.
Exactly.
Because mindset is good. You're positive, rah,
Mm-hmm.
rah, rah. Yes, I want to do it,
Yeah.
rah, rah, rah.
But
But it takes discipline because without discipline, you will not be able to go through. But what is discipline? You are able to do the things that you need to do, even if you don't feel like it.
like it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
discipline. Because a lot of times it happens. There are times that, oh, I don't want to wake up, or I don't want to do this. But if you're really disciplined to do it, whatever, in any area of your life, whether it's your health, it's your career, it's your
Mm-hmm.
family, right? You don't
Mm-hmm.
feel like
Yeah.
waking up and feeding your baby.
Baby
Oh,
exam. It's impossible. You cannot do that.
no, you have
it's a
two kids there.
yeah. It's
You're
a
always juggling a lot of
responsibility.
things,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not disciplined,
Yeah.
then you just stay in bed all day. So what
Uh huh.
happens to your kids? They don't have anything to eat. They can't go
Yeah.
to school. You can't pick them up. So it's
Mm-hmm.
really practicality's sake. If you really want to do something with your life and have the
Change.
potential to really be able to have an abundant life with your family. As I said,
Mm-hmm.
abundant life just doesn't mean money, finances. It's
Yeah.
also your
It's
mental, psychological, physical, emotional
psychological.
life, right?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
of that encapsulated in one. That's the best life we could have,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Yeah.
I know I have
That's
lived
true.
a good life if I've done that.
Yeah.
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 So we're doing
It's
this not just for ourselves,
mm-hmm.
but to be able to help others
To
do the
help other
same.
people. That's true.
Empower and really encourage and motivate people if they are really
Yes.
still looking for a solution in their lives. This is what they can do. Try it
Check
out,
it
right?
out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna end this now. Invite them for our webinar and yeah, invite people, our viewers.
Okay. So I hope you had some value into listening to our conversation with Mirella today. I thank you, Mirella, for inviting me in this live
Thank you so
interview.
much. Thank
It is
you.
my pleasure. I'm willing to share and and talk
Yeah.
about it. And I hope you found value in this. And so, if you're still looking for a solution for your life, if you're looking for a way to be able to serve your family better and being the best version of yourself, uh, you know, live the best life that you can. Use
Mm-hmm.
the giftings that God gave you. Give this a try. Try
Yeah.
it. It is the best decision I have made because you can have it's a very enriching experience. So give it a try. There is a no obligation complimentary webinar that you can watch. It's
Yeah.
every Tuesday and Thursday
There's
for our live webinars, but you can watch it anytime. Check
yeah.
on Mirella's website, check on our websites, and check us out and just see
Mm-hmm.
for yourself if this is also for you. And it is a 90-minute
Yes.
webinar. We will talk to you about what we do here in the online space. There's
Mm-hmm.
no selling. There's no
That's it.
recruiting. There's no inventory, really. It's so liberating to know that, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to really, you know, you're not going to lose anything. You're going to find out more about what is
Yeah.
possible in today's world. So check it out.
Yes.
And yeah, we hope to see you soon. And we're really here to help you move forward with your lives to have the best life ever.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. That's true. Thank you, Antoinette. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Coach Mildred.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. So I hope
So,
you all found value here. It is a weekend here. It is
yeah.
Saturday. It's now 2 p.m. here in Toronto.
Yes, us too. 2 p.m. in
Yes.
Montreal.
So enjoy your weekend. I hope that you will find, there is hope. There is hope in this world if you're willing to take a chance because
Exactly.
nothing changes if you don't take a chance,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
So, yes. So, thank you for our viewers, and hope you find the think about this, check it out. You can see our link here, and be open-minded, and see if this is gonna work for you. There's nothing's gonna lose you anything here. Yeah. So, but if you like it, go another step and welcome in the inside, right? That's the way it is.
That's right.
So, yeah, so thank you so much to all our viewers, and see you again on Tuesday. Thank you.
See you
Bye.
soon. You take
Thank you so
care.
much, Antoinette. Thank you so much. Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is
Thank you.
amazing business. This is we have to share to everyone that there is something possible, and this can help everyone. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Bye.